Hello there, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by for your video tarot forecast for the week of February 23rd through March the 1st. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so the first card that we have coming up for you, Virgos, is the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, the Page of Cups in reverse just means that you are going to be passing along a message of love to somebody in your life. So, a message of, well, you know what? I feel like part of you are going to be doing that. Part of you are going to be passing along a message of love to somebody in your life. Now, this can be to a family member. It can be to a significant other, to a lover, to a friend. This can actually be to somebody on the street. You just do something that makes them feel like they have renewed hope in humanity just because you do something nice for them. So I do see for about actually 30% of you, you're going to be passing along some kind of message of love to somebody in your life on Monday. Now, I am also feeling a little bit that one that I don't really like talking about so much, and that's for 60 to 70% of you. I feel like it's going to be kind of a typical Monday, like, what, do I really have to be here? A lot of you are going to be stumbling into work, chugging the coffee, totally been there. And I'm feeling like there's going to be some kind of interaction with someone else who has not had their coffee yet, so to speak. They're going to be kind of grumpy. They're kind of just going to be kind of yuck to deal with. So I'm feeling like there's also that kind of interaction coming up for a lot of you guys on Monday, a lot of you Virgos, that you're just going to be dealing with somebody on Monday that is not as friendly as you would like people to be to you on Monday, because Mondays are rough days, but I guess they're going through a rough day too, and so yeah, the two rough days collide. So I don't see it as being a real big deal. It's not like a life shatterer. It's not anything that's going to have you losing your job or anything crazy like that. This is just something where you have this interaction where you're just like, I could have lived without that. All right, so that's what I have coming in for you guys on Monday, Virgo. Now, on Tuesday, Virgo, what I have showing up for you is the Star. And the Star is a really good card. This is a card that tells me that you're really in touch with that inner intuition. You're really in touch with the sacred and the spiritual. And I don't know what word you use for your higher power, with the universe, with God, with sacred spirit. I see you really in touch with your higher power. On Tuesday, I see you also very well grounded in reality. Grounded in reality is a nice thing. So very much aware of what's going on around you in the manifest world. Also very much aware of what's going on in spiritual world having to do with you. And this really, how this manifests is that it makes it very easy for you to make decisions about what you want to do. You're getting a clearer understanding of, why am I here? What is my life purpose? Why on earth am I on this planet? All of that you're starting to get a clearer view of. And as you have a clearer view of what is your personal mission here, it becomes so much easier to make decisions about what you want to participate in and be a part of, and what you want to let go by you. So it really makes decision making so much easier for you on Tuesday. Now, Virgo, on Wednesday what we have is we have the Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. Pouring out emotion, that's what I'm seeing when I look at this card. So I feel like on Wednesday you are really going to be pouring your heart out to somebody around you, somebody that is important to you. It feels to me like there have been some things that you've been kind of holding in for a while, because you were sort of hoping that whatever you were holding in things about, that the situation would just go past and kind of work itself out without you having to interject at all. So you've just been kind of holding back and watching how things have been going down. And something has happened that it's come to the point now that you feel like you can't hold back anymore. Like things are not working out the way they need to, and now it's time to just put it out there. Look, this has really been bothering me, and this is why it's been bothering me, and I need you to know this. And it's one of those things where you have to put it out there with no expectations. You know, obviously you're hoping that things will be worked out as a result of this communication, but you don't know. And so all you can do is just be honest, be open, and show your true heart. And that's what I feel like you're doing on Wednesday. I don't feel like you know what to expect out of this conversation. And I think that what you should expect out of this conversation is going to vary for quite a few of you. It's going to be all kinds of different outcomes. is what I'm feeling coming in. You know, in some cases, people will be very receptive and they will understand and want to get things on a better track. In other cases, people are going to be receptive but not really know how to get things on a better track, you know, and you've got all the way through the scale of reactions here happening for different ones of you. So this is a general reading, so I'm not able to tell you, okay, well, this is how it's going to work out. It's all lollipops and daisies. If you want to know more, then you would want to schedule a private reading where we could look at things in more particulars for you. Now, Thursday, what we have coming up is we have another Cups royalty, and this guy's in reverse too. This is the King of Cups. King of Cups in reverse, and I'm just feeling what's going on here. Okay, so it feels like you're kind of in an uncomfortable phase now. You're in a little bit of an awkward phase, and this does tie into yesterday's situation where you really unveiled your heart to somebody. So now things are kind of awkward. It feels to me like for many of you, things are very undecided so far. And so things are kind of awkward. You're not sure, now that you've shared this much of yourself, you're not sure where you stand or what's going to happen next. And so I feel like things are kind of awkward between the two of you until you get that really hammered out. And that's going to take both of you doing self-assessment and finding out, you know, what you really want and how you really want to handle this. And so for Thursday, I'm seeing that as still being kind of an awkward situation. All right. Now Friday, what we have coming in is the Sun. This is a really good card. And the Sun talks about being in a place where you're very productive. You're able to express yourself creatively in exactly the way that you would like to. You're able to really get a lot of things accomplished. This is a really good card. It talks about a good day where you get a lot of things done and you get to do it your way. What is that commercial? We make it your way or something, some kind of hamburger commercial from way back when. So it's a really good day, and not only is it productive, but it's also enjoyable. All right, so then we move on to Saturday. Saturday, we have the Six of Cups coming up. I feel like you Virgos are going to be feeling uncharacteristically sentimental on Saturday. You're going to be looking back at a phase in your life and kind of wishing that you could be back in that time frame. It's going to feel to you like things were much simpler back then, and why are things so complicated now? I'm feeling like for a lot of you, you're parents now, and you're just looking back at you know, when it was just you and your girl or you and your guy, and you guys could go wherever, whenever. As long as your work commitments were met, everything was fine. Now everything's complicated. You've got these kids to think about. What's going to, you know, what are you going to do with them? Are you taking them with you? Are you leaving with them with somebody? And for some of you, this is just going to be a situation of looking back to when you were younger, and, you know, things that are so important now just didn't matter. You didn't have to think back then about car payments or house payments or, you know, all the complications that come up in life as you become an adult and start getting some of those toys that you really want. So Saturday is just a day of looking back and just thinking, wow, things were so much simpler back then. Sunday, what we have coming up for you guys, Virgos, the Chariot. The Chariot is a very good card. Just to put it in one word, the Chariot, I would say victory. Okay, so the Chariot really is talking about a certain type of manifestation coming into your life. This is something that you've been trying to get to manifest in your life for a while. It's something that has taken, number one, your own self-discipline. Number two, the cooperation of others, and possibly, number three, some technological stuff coming all together. And so I'm seeing this manifest into your life, and it's the result of you actually coordinating and putting in some hard work is why it's manifesting into your life on Sunday. Very happiness making. Okay, so that is your forecast, Virgos. For those of you who would like to schedule a session with me, please feel free to check out my website. I do more than psychic tarot. I also do mediumship work as well as spiritual healing. So when you look at my website, kind of check me out. Make sure I am the right reader for you, or the right, you know, healer for you, the right person for you to work with. Once you've decided if I am or not, then go ahead and contact me and we'll schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. And for the rest of you, I'll see you next week. Oh, and by the way, I guess I should tell you my website, amista.info. I missed a .info. So I'll see the rest of you next week. Everyone have a fantabulous week. Peace out.